All right, Cindy and Bernie, before we get going here, we're gonna have a toast, right?
Okay, here we'll go. Sikka-saka, sikka-saka.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Sikka-saka, sikka-saka.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Sikka-saka, sikka-saka.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Prosit.
Prost.
In a town brimming with history and untold stories, people often ask me, are there more hidden tales about Huntington Beach? Are there secrets yet to be uncovered? Of course there are. So join me, Chris Epting, an author with a fervent appetite for the unknown, as we delve into the historic secrets of Huntington Beach. Get ready to uncover more hidden secrets of this coastal gem in Hidden Huntington Beach, Season 6. In 1952, Joseph Bischoff emigrated from Germany to the United States. He was inspired by Portugal Village in San Pedro to create the shopping center Alpine Village in Torrance in 1965. Wanting to have spaces to both live and work in the same place, he split with his business partners from Alpine Village to create Old World Village in Huntington Beach in 1978. A true hidden gem in the city, Old World Village features shops, restaurants, a chapel, and more. Many of the proprietors today live above their establishments. Cindy, whose parents founded Old World, let us in on some of the hidden history.
Okay, so your parents bought the property at Old World before you were born.
Correct.
It opens when you're about 2. But your folks had already done something like this before. What did they create back in the 1960s?
The Alpine Village in the city of Torrance.
And then how do we get to Old World Village?
Well, back then in the 70s, people were fleeing from Los Angeles and moving to this place called Orange County. And when my father found this little field, it was a tomato field in the 70s, and he said this would be the perfect location. It's right off the 405 freeway.
When we opened, I did everything from tray boy, picking up all the trays, to pouring beer as I got a little bit older, when I was 21, of course, and just watching the place get bigger and bigger all the time.
Inge, you've been here, like right where we are, for how many years?
46 years.
How did you get here? Tell us the story, because it's a great family story here at Old World Village, where we are right now in your shop. Really, this is one of the main, well, you'll explain why, but this is a very popular shop here. But tell us your story.
Well, my mom and dad came over from Germany in 1950, and then I was born in 1955. They ended up driving out to California, and I grew up in Laurel Canyon. My dad one morning was reading a newspaper and saw that there was this place called Old World Village being built in this place called Huntington Beach. And he told my mom, let's go see. It's a German village being built in Huntington Beach. And they drove down and they saw Old World just having finished the exterior buildings. But nothing was here yet. No one had bought a unit yet. So they bought this place here. In those days, you had to live upstairs and have a business downstairs. And he was thinking, what should we open? What should we open? Oh, the Americans, they have the best of everything, but they drink the worst coffee. So they opened a coffee house before there was Starbucks or anything.
Wow, what was it called?
Coffee Mill.
Still.
Old World Coffee Mill.
Still,
Yes.
Wow, that was the original.
That was original from 1978. And I ended up buying that as a restaurant and opening Old World Espresso Bar.
So you were ahead of this coffee trend, you and your family. You were creating coffee bars before it was everybody knew Starbucks or pizza, whatever. You were doing it before that.
That was the trend at that time. People wanted some nice coffees, and we offered the German coffees.
And you came up with, either by design or by accident, you'll explain it, an idea that's become one of the most popular, iconic events, forget Huntington Beach, in Southern California. Tell us about the origin of the Wiener Dog races.
So I saw something in a newspaper about Dachshund Club of Santa Ana Valley, and I thought, oh, that could be interesting. Those are German dogs, and I thought, well, I'll give them a call. They said, sure, we'll come out. So they did, and they had a car battery with a wire on it with a skunk-scented rabbit fur to lure those 6 dachshunds down the middle street of Old World. And then my phone started ringing the next year, And people were going, hey, we want to see the dachshund races again. When are the wiener dogs coming back? So then we started our own dachshund race. The first day that I called one, 74 dachshunds showed up.
Wow.
And I said, wow, wow.
What do you think it is about Old World Village today that allows it to continue to thrive? Why is it so popular? Why does it hang on when so many other places have faded away?
Well, in America, you don't find a lot of history anymore. I did live in Germany for a while. They keep things, everything gets old and used over and over. And here, things are very disposable, so you don't find history that much. So that's why I think in, European things that are here, people notice that, they appreciate it.
When you look at that photo over there of you and your parents, you're standing right where you are right now. What does that make you feel when you look at that and think of your folks, the hard work, the fact that you're here after so long?
It makes me proud. It makes me happy that we're still around and people appreciate it and that they show, just still being here, I couldn't be here if the American people wouldn't appreciate us,
People that sort of have come here since the 1980s, but there are still some things that you know about that they don't. What can you share with us today?
Well, that there are 18 different European countries depicted on all the different buildings within Old World, so you can go around and find your favorite country. And we also have a beautiful sun clock here that most people don't even know exists.
Right behind us over here. That's sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said that there's an artist who put himself in the paintings?
Yes, Monty. He did a majority of the paintings, and you can find him here on 2 of the buildings within Old World. So it's kind of a fun little scavenger hunt.
You were 2 when it opened in the late 70s, and you've been here pretty much your whole life. What is it like to grow up at Old World Village?
It was definitely magical. I had the greatest childhood here. Friends would come over. We had festivals going on. We had a church right here to be able to go to.
And you lived here?
And I still do. I live here. My kids live here. My father still lives here. He's still alive. He's now 94 years old.
What are some hidden things we don't know about? Architecturally, mythically, what are some things here you can share that the average customer wouldn't know about?
So the same team who built the Matterhorn at Disneyland happened to have helped us build our beautiful mountain here. And in Europe, we have maypoles that depict what happens in a city. And so here you can see we've got our church, our German deli, we've got beer, pretzels, and our authentic costumes.
I was going to say, the authenticity here, it isn't just like a kitschy, really charming, it's not even a replica anymore because you've been here almost 50 years now, so it really becomes like a European village in essence that just is transplanted over here.
Another fun fact too about the Old World is we were built to look like a city called Oberammergau. In this city in Germany, in Oberammergau, every 10 years you can find the Passion Play. It's one of the world's largest passion plays in all of Europe. So here at Old World, we do a nativity play, and it is done by Susan Munsell, who she does such a beautiful job, and she brings so many different communities together, all different backgrounds, all different nationalities, from different neighborhoods, and she puts together the sweetest celebration of the birth of Christ. And it's so wonderful to hear the Silent Night sung in so many different languages, ranging from Japanese to German to Swedish, and it's just a really special treat that we do every year here at the Old World.
There are things like that here, the wiener races, soccer, but also back in the day, music, and to this day as well. But you were kind of at the helm of booking music here. I think that's part of the hidden history. This was a music venue for a lot of years. Talk about that a little bit, because again, Huntington Beach has had from the Golden Bear to Spats, Safari Sam's, Night Moves, but Old World factors in as well.
Well, actually, in the 80s, back in the days of K-Rock, when K-Rock was an underground radio station, and they had everybody from the Poor Man to Freddie Snakeskin, Richard Blade, and they would be here every Friday night, and we would probably have 1,000 kids here every Friday. And then after that, that led into having live music over here, and we've had a number of well-known bands. They were probably at their beginning stages.
Like who? Who played here?
Cindy, what are some of the bands that have performed over here over the years?
We've had people like Sublime and No Doubt, Blink-182, Linkin Park. They all got their bearings here at the Old World.
They've all played here.
Yeah.
All right, that right, in terms of hidden history, I'm talking off camera now, our director. That's huge. I didn't know that, and I'm supposed to know this stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. That's incredible. And to this day, you still book a lot of music here.
Yeah, we've started that all over again. We brought bands back here to Old World. We do it now every weekend, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're really operating our garden as the beer garden. And people sit outside there and enjoy a beer, a brat, and of course a schnitzel or a pretzel. Our biggest event, of course, of the year is Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest put us on the map, and I think it's going to keep us on the map moving forward.
What do you think it is about Old World that helps it survive, thrive, and sustain today when so many places don't?
Well, we're located in the greatest city of all, Surf City, Huntington Beach, and we're very blessed that our father chose this to be our home over here. Preserving our German culture and traditions, I think, is very important, especially being in the melting pot of America. It's nice for people to come and experience what Germans do. And we're one of the last standing German entities that have an Oktoberfest, that have an actual village, and celebrate the wonderfulness that the Germans have brought here to the United States.
Your dad's investment, talk about what it cost to make this place and how that relates to values today.
Well, I don't know, it's kind of amazing. He built this whole entire village for $5 million. And at that time, he put everything on the line, sold everything that he had. It just all came together. So I'm sure nowadays, to build a village like this, we're probably looking at $50, $70, $80 million to do such a venture.
Well, on that note, to wrap this episode up, why don't we, as a tribute to your dad and your mom for all they've given Huntington Beach, why don't we have a toast for them if you could say something special?
Well, I would just say here's to Mama and here's to Papa.
Perfect.
Rose.
Gross.